hear that sound? That distinct crackling noise? It's not a fireplace. It's not a campfire. That, my friends, is the sound of the Mouse House shoveling roughly $200 million into a furnace and calling it cinema. Disney's live-action Snow White finally came out back in March 2025. And now that the dust has settled, the numbers are in. And folks, it's not a tragedy. It's a comedy. Because they lost, and I am not making this up, over $115 million. Let's rewind. Usually, when you want to sell a product, you don't tell the people buying it that they're stupid for liking the original. That's marketing 101. But Disney decided to try a bold new strategy called insulting the audience. Remember when Rachel Zegler said the original Prince was a stalker? And that the new movie wouldn't be about love, but about her being a leader? Look, I'm all for leadership. But if I buy a ticket to Snow White, I expect a fairy tale. I don't expect a LinkedIn seminar on corporate management. Disney spent 2 years fighting a culture war they started. And the result? The audience just didn't show up. It's almost like people don't want to be lectured by a movie about a magical mirror. And then we have the dwarfs. Or should I say the CGI abominations from the Uncanny Valley. First, they weren't going to have dwarfs at all. They were going to be magical creatures. Then they were bandits. Then, after everyone on the internet yelled at them, they panic hired a CGI team to paste video game characters into the movie. They spent millions of dollars to make something that looks worse than the 1937 cartoon. Think about that. We have AI that can diagnose diseases, but Disney couldn't figure out how to put 7 short guys in a forest without spending the GDP of a small country. The budget ballooned to nearly $300 million because of these reshoots.
What is happening? Look at the numbers!
All to fix a problem they created. It's like breaking your own leg just so you can buy a really expensive crutch. At least Gal Gadot is the evil queen. She's Wonder Woman. Yeah, and in this movie, she's acting like she's in a perfume commercial. Critics called her performance campy and unintimidating. The evil queen is supposed to be terrifying. She wants to cut out a teenager's heart. Gal Gadot looks like she's just upset that her kale smoothie wasn't blended properly. When the villain isn't scary, and the hero hates the source material, and the sidekicks are bad CGI, what exactly are we paying for? Let's talk real numbers. Because unlike Hollywood scripts, math doesn't lie. To break even, just to make their money back, this movie needed to make roughly $600 to $700 million. It made $205 million. That means Disney essentially took a pile of cash, lit it on fire, and danced around it singing hi-ho. And the funniest part? They blamed everything except the movie. They blamed the toxic fans.
They never appreciate innovation.
They blamed the release date. They blamed the marketing. But here's the truth. You made a product nobody asked for.